like middle school, elementary school, I had frenemies. I can't do it anymore.
I feel like I haven't had a frenemy yet. I just started high school in Canada. So
You will have frenemies soon.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I'm only in grade 7, so hasn't really happened yet.
We're going to take a quiz on BuzzFeed.com called How Garbage Are Your Opinions About Friendship? I already think mine are pretty garbage, probably.
First question, can you have more than one best friend?
I think you can, but not more than 2, 3.
I think you can. Because I feel like I've had like my 3 like closest best friends who I know I can trust.
I feel like I have levels. I have like my best friend from high school that I literally see maybe once every 2 years, but like that's my ride or die. That's my best friend.
Yeah.
And then I have like my current best friend, and then I have like my best friend from Sephora.
Okay.
You know, like
I feel
there's
that.
levels.
I feel that. I feel that. There is levels. Okay, but I think we all agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh, you
Duh.
can. Duh, you can.
Yes.
Ooh, 83% agree with
Yeah.
us. Good 17 though said nope, 1.
Wonder why.
Your friend and their SO break up. Should you stay friends with the ex?
I've had to deal with that with you a little bit. But because I knew you first, that's the difference. If I like know the best friend first or the ex first, that kind of decides for me.
For me, if like, it depends on the status of my best friend. So like if you dated someone and you guys broke up, but you guys were still cool,
Yeah.
I would only hang out in those scenarios,
Yeah.
but I'm not trying to hang out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. It depends on how bad the breakup was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you can't answer that way on this quiz.
know.
What is it? Cut them out.
I would cut them out.
Well, I gotta be on my friend's side, I think.
Yeah.
So I would cut them out.
Me too.
Oh, this is a
Oh, it's pretty
Wow.
close.
whoa.
Yeah.
Can you date your friend's ex?
No.
No.
On every level of age, no.
Yes.
Are your friends
No.
like dating right now? Is this a thing?
I mean, there's a few people.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you're cool if you have a boyfriend, but I'm like,
Ooh.
really?
We're all gonna be the same. Oh my gosh.
55% said OMG no,
Yeah.
thankfully.
Yeah.
But there was 42% that said if I get their permission, which that's a little messed up.
What about dating your friend's family member?
I don't know.
Is it a distant cousin or is it their dad? It depends.
This quiz says yes, a hot sibling is a hot sibling.
Oh, ask permission.
Yes,
I would ask
okay,
for
I
permission.
agree. That's like in the
I would
middle.
ask.
But if you break up, that's gonna be real awkward.
Sorry.
71% said ask for permission.
Yeah.
But there was a good 16 that said yes, a hot sibling is a hot sibling.
Should you make friends at work?
Why wouldn't you? I feel like
like the
you
best
have
part.
to. Like,
Right?
you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've thought about this so many times. I don't think I would have as much fun at work nearly if I didn't have friends.
No.
Right.
Well, 86% said that, but there
Yes.
was a good 5% that hates everyone they work with.
Oh. Have you ever done something to sabotage a friend?
Ooh.
I've never. So far in my life.
Oh, I thought you were about to say yes. I was like, oh, that one time.
Nothing yet.
No.
Maybe. But
No,
like,
you're
hopefully
right.
not.
You want to?
Hopefully I don't need to.
I mean, I don't think I have.
Oh,
No.
you don't think?
No, I know I haven't.
Sabotage? That's like mean girl
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that
Unless
sounds
they
so
like
scary. It's a
asked
scary
me
word.
to.
So what would you do? No, WTF, I'm not a monster. Or in a moment of weakness when I was really jealous. No.
No.
Okay, well, oh, we have a good world that we live in. 67% said no, I'm not a monster.
Yeah.
Cool. If your friend does something how should you react? Confront them right away, ignore the problem, or talk them to your other friends.
Not the last one.
Okay, you know
not.
what? But you know I've done it though.
It depends.
I feel like everyone's done it, but I know that's not what we should do.
Right.
Yes.
Right. How should you react?
It depends on the scale of what was done, because
Yes,
if
I
it's something
agree.
small that I know Lindsay's just a Gemini and so that's just her little Gemini mind, then I'm gonna ignore it. But if it's something big, then I'll probably confront it.
Yeah.
I'm Gemini too.
Oh, I was gonna say, what are you?
What am I, Cancer?
Oh, so cute. I love it.
I would probably say
Confront them?
them.
Yeah,
I would say.
Well, that's something you should do, but what I would do is probably ignore it. Unless it's a big problem, then I wouldn't ignore it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, 71% said confront them right away.
Good. But like tied between ignore the problem
Yeah.
and talk to them with your friends.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
should you live with your close friends?
Yeah, what do you guys think?
I say yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be so much fun though.
Yeah.
It'd be
In my
fun,
opinion.
But I'd probably get annoyed sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one will leave.
And that's exactly, I've done it once, only once, and it ended terribly.
Oh,
So
that's
maybe
not good.
I've lived with nearly all of my best friends and we're still close.
I've always said though, like if I had to live with friends again, it would be, all right, yeah, it'll be a slumber party every night. No, friendships always end when you live together. Some friends you can, some you cannot. I agree with
I
that.
think
Yeah,
the last
one.
one.
I'm saying yes, it'll be a slumber party, which was 12%.
Yeah, 73% said agreed. Some friends you can,
Yeah.
some you can't.
All right, if you don't like your friend's significant other, should you tell them?
Ooh, we've had this problem.
Yes.
And you're mad that I didn't tell you the first time.
Yes, I wish you would have told me. I've also dealt with this problem. My best friend was dating someone terrible. He was disgusting. And it came to a point where I would say stuff so much, but I truly realized that it did not matter what I said because she was just gonna do her own thing. Sometimes you just kind of gotta disconnect and be like, you'll learn on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was worried that you would just think that I'm crazy.
No.
But now I know that I should have told
Tell
you.
me.
What do you guys think?
I say it depends on the situation because
That's
like
what
you
I
said,
say, yeah.
if you keep like telling them and they're not listening, then
Yeah.
you just have to be like, okay, you find out for yourself.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm gonna just say it always because that one time I really regret not telling you because
Yeah.
that was a bad breakup.
Woof.
Cool. Okay, well 17% said always I need to have their back. And 75 depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does every friend in your group need to be included in every activity? This is like a huge one right now. Like in high school, I say no if you do it respectfully.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
everybody needs to be included at once.
That was like the root of my middle school fights was you invited me
Yes.
here, but you invited her here.
Yes.
It was a thing.
That's what's happening right now, kind of.
Oh, no.
I mean, that's like, yeah.
I'm an advocate for I invite everybody. But I think when I was younger, I was always the one who felt like I was out of the group. And I never
Yes.
wished that upon anybody. So I'd rather just be safe and be like, at least I invited you. I'm emotional though. I'm an emotional
Yeah, you
person.
are. But see, I'm just gonna say no.
Yeah.
Me too.
So yeah, most people said no, this isn't that great, we have to invite people.
Yeah.
30% said yes. So that's like a good portion.
I'm sticking with it.
You're a good person.
Yeah.
Have your friends seen you naked? Have you seen me naked?
No.
I feel like I have, but you're on
I'm
Instagram naked all the time.
Every time.
Like my closest friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've changed clothes.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I've seen you put band-aids on your nipples.
Yeah, I do.
But
I don't like wearing bras. Sorry.
oh yeah, only
I'm
my
gonna say
closest
only my
friends.
closest friends.
Well, I'm gonna answer yeah. How else am I supposed to change?
We're gonna keep this PG, and I'm gonna say only my closest friends. I always judge the situation. Like if I'm trying to be out there, then maybe. But otherwise, I'm like, no, don't look at me.
Do you talk about gross things like zits and poop with your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it comes
Yeah,
up,
yeah. If it
like,
comes
I
up,
don't
I'm not gonna
avoid
bring it up.
But I'm
Right.
not gonna like make
Yeah.
it the center of attention.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
That's something you
Lindsay has Instagram storied me from the bathroom before.
I love doing that.
I'm gonna say yes, they know everything.
Yeah.
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 Ooh, 79%.
Yeah.
Yes, they know
Yeah.
everything.
But a lot of people, 21% said no. Ew. Would you tell your friend if someone said something really shitty about them behind their back? It depends, but that's not an option.
Because sometimes
Yeah.
they just don't need to hear it. You know, to kind of like spare their feelings.
Yeah.
Like,
but
it
I feel
depends
like
on
as
what
like
it
a
is.
best friend, I need to tell them.
I would tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, I would probably yell at the person that was saying stuff about my friend and just be like, what?
Yeah.
And then I'd go back and be like, listen to what they said.
I
Yeah.
would
Yeah,
say.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say if it does, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. 78% said of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you ever tell your friend that you've fallen in love with them? I've done this.
Really?
Yeah.
Not with me.
No. Yes, I've had this happen. And it depends on the situation, but that's not an opinion. That's not an
I've
option.
never had this happen, so I don't even know how to act.
Neither have I, so I don't know.
Never.
If I did fall in love with a best friend, I would probably not say anything and let them say something if they felt that way, because I wouldn't want to like be the one to ruin it.
Like if you're in love with that person, I
Yeah.
feel like I would have to say something.
Because at that point, it's like, what circumstances are you hanging out with that friend? Are you hanging out with them because you're in love with them? Because they deserve to know that.
Yeah, that's
a
right.
good point.
What are you guys gonna put?
I'm saying
don't
yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, 70%.
Oh my god, most people said no.
Yeah, 70% said no.
How obsessed are you with your BFF?
Oh my god, I'm so obsessed
I
with
love
you.
them.
I say I love them with all
It's
my
my
heart.
best friend forever.
I like this, TBH, they're kind of my frenemy.
I love with them all my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Okay.
52%.
Yeah.
Yay! Wait, I mean, but 45 said I'm cool, but we're not obsessed. Yeah, how do you guys feel like you did?
I feel like the majority of my answers were agreeing with the rest of the percent, or the biggest percent.
I just can't wait for them to talk to you guys in 5 to 10 years
Yeah.
and
That'll
see if
probably be
that's
different.
changed.
Yeah, there's a lot of years between all of us, and
Yes.
we all kind of agree on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all the same.